1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was Jingle Bells, and I did that at 90 beats per minute. Now that's a little bit fast, so feel free to have that recorded and practice it a bit slower. And even if you can play that maybe 80 or 70 BPM, it's still good for a tick-in your junior level 1 books. So just in terms of a few playing tips for this one, as always, bracing's important. We've got our fingers out. We've got them braced there, okay? Apart from that, also remember we always use a 1 finger per fret technique, and that means we're not going to count the thumb. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers that we use to press down on the frets, and anytime you see a 1 or first fret in the music, we're going to use our first finger, okay? Anytime we see a 2, or if we're playing the second fret, we're going to use the middle finger, the second finger. And anytime we see a third fret, we're going to use the third finger. Apart from that, it's pretty straightforward. We count to 4. We've got 4 beats per bar, as we usually do. The only thing that's maybe a little bit tricky about the timing is when it gets to the "Oh, what fun it is to ride on a." It's that on a 1 horse. It's got this little delay. You'd kind of expect it to be, it's this point. We've got the first finger on the first fret of the first string. Oh, what fun it is. That. Oh, what fun. We've got 4 notes there in that bar. And the first note, and all of them are just this note. The first time we're playing on the first beat, second time on the second beat, third time on the third beat, and on the fourth beat we're not going to play. We're going to play after it, in between the fourth beat and the first beat of the next bar. So I'll show you what I mean to the metronome. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So I hope that makes sense the way I explained that. But again, we all know the tune, we know how it goes, so you'll know when it sounds right. The very last thing about the playing here is we always start all of our lessons with our pick-in exercise. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And we do that because there's going to be moments where we're going to need to do that in songs. And there's a really good moment here, if we do it this fast, around this same point. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a, that point, it's just the open string, the open first string, and we're going to do a down up with the pick there, instead of trying to go really fast with 2 downs. So apart from that, that's all the playing notes. I'm just going to play the song again using chords. So just the chords. Again, if you want to play this and have a sing song, it's probably better to play the chords and sing the tune. So I'm going to play those chords and then just explain a bit about the chords. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 4 chords in this song, and excuse the rather nasty one towards the end there. That was a bit of a mistake, but we all make mistakes, so never feel bad about them. We all make them. We need to make them to learn and get better. Anyone who's not making mistakes is not doing it enough times. That's what I always say to all of you. Okay, so we've got 3 chords. 2 of them you know already. It's the C chord or the C major. That's the first finger on the first fret of the second string. The 3 thinnest strings we're playing, strings 1, 2, and 3. We've got the G major. Same strings we're playing, but we've got the third finger on the 3rd fret of the first string. Then we've got a new chord which you probably haven't used before. It's called a D7 chord. D7. The first finger is on the 2nd string of the 1st fret, just like our C chord. But we're going to add 2 more fingers. So the 2nd finger, this middle finger, is going to go on the 3rd string 2nd fret, which is also a chord, a different chord. And then our 3rd finger is going to go onto the 1st string 2nd fret. And we're playing strings 1, 2, and 3 again. That's it. D7 chord. D7. To a G. The last chord we've got is one that we also use in Happy Birthday, which is an F chord. F's a difficult chord. The way I'd like you guys to play it at the moment, and it's still difficult, is to have your 1st finger again on that 2nd string 1st fret, like the C chord. And we're going to have the 2nd finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, like the F chord. Sorry, like the D7 chord. This is the F chord. But our 3rd finger this time is going to go into the 4th string, 3rd fret. And because we've got these 3 fingers now on strings 2, 3, and 4, they're the strings we're going to play for the F. Like that. Now this is really tricky, these chords. They are way beyond what we expect of students around junior level 1. So if you're finding them too tricky, please don't worry. That's totally normal. Thank you. See you later.